I am Peacefull, and I'm just going to turn the camera around. I'm Peacefull, and I'm at Naracoorte Primary School in South Australia. And we're just going to have a quick look at everybody who's here. Hello, and I'm going to ask you all to introduce yourselves as we go around the group, okay? Ready? So starting with you, what's your name and what grade are you in?
I'm Oscar and I'm in grade 5.
And what do you think about coming to a session like this where you've got to talk about peace?
Yeah, it's good to talk to people about peace and
Yeah.
and how it would be like if the world was peaceful.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, and what's your name?
Sarah and I'm in year 6.
You're in year 6, and what made you come today to talk about peace? Were you just asked, or?
Yeah.
Yeah? And how do you feel about it, sitting here talking about peace?
Good.
Yeah, you feel good? Great. Nice to see you. Okay, gorgeous.
My name's Alicia and I'm in year 6
Yep. And why did you come today?
because I got chosen.
You got chosen. Why do you think you were chosen?
I
You don't know. What do you think about talking about peace?
don't know. Good.
Feel good? Yeah? Cool. Thanks, Alicia. Okay.
Hi, I'm Ashley and I'm in year 5.
Yep. And what do you think about coming here today and talking about peace?
I thought it would be fun.
Yeah. Should be fun, shouldn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Hi, I'm Leanne and I'm in year 5.
Yeah. That's great. And why did you come today?
Because I got chosen.
Okay, and what do you think about sitting here talking about peace?
Weird.
Weird. You've not done it before, have you? No. Thank you. Okay.
Hi, I'm Nikita. I'm in year 6.
Yeah, and what do you feel about sitting here today talking about peace?
Good.
Yeah, good? Don't feel too nervous?
A little bit.
Maybe a little bit. Okay, so I might just start by saying to you all, what do you think peace is? So let's just go around the group, starting with Oscar. What do you think is peace?
A world without war and bullying and everything.
Yeah, it sounds good, doesn't it? And what about you?
When people don't pick on other people and judge others for how
Yeah.
they look and things like that.
That's true, very true.
Like a world that doesn't have war and like what they say.
Hmm?
Like what they said.
Yeah, yeah. That's great.
A world without war and without people teasing each other and saying you have to do things when you don't.
Yeah, yeah. So not sort of being, pushed into things, yeah, and teased and so forth. Yep. Thank you.
A world without war and no judgment.
No judgment. Yeah. Wouldn't that be amazing if people didn't judge you? Can you imagine what sort of world that would be? You wouldn't feel uncomfortable, would you? No. That's great. Thanks. What do you think?
A world without war and guns and stuff.
Yeah, about guns. Yeah. Okay, what is, in your own lives, if you can just say a little bit about what makes you feel peaceful, like, where do you find your peace in life? So starting with you, Oscar.
I think peace is where you are allowed to do what you want and where, I think it would be in a peaceful place with just you and
Mm-hmm.
you can think about what you've done today and everything. So
Yeah, so a bit of reflection.
yeah.
Do you do that in your life at all?
Yeah. When
Yeah?
I'm in bed, I just
Yeah.
think about. Yeah.
That's great, because not a lot of people do reflect on their lives, so that's really awesome. Thank you for that. And what about yourself? Peace in your own life, where do you find it?
When I'm just relaxed or reading a book or doing something that
Yeah.
I like doing.
And what sort of books do you like reading?
Novels.
Novels, yeah? And what sort of things do you like doing that bring you peace?
Like riding my bike or going for a walk or something.
Yeah, that sounds nice. You've got lots of beautiful places to go walking here, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. What about you, Gorgeous?
Like sitting in your room reading a book and just like relaxing.
Wow, so you guys are good readers. What sort of books do you like reading?
Most novels.
Novels, yeah? Excellent. And what about you? What brings you peace in your life?
Just sitting in bed, playing on your iPod or reading a book.
Yeah, playing on your iPod or reading a book. You're all book readers. That's really amazing. That's great. And is there any other ways that you find peace in your life?
Yes, most of the time as a family we sit in the lounge room and watch TV shows.
So you don't have a TV each? You know how some houses, everyone has a TV in their room?
We have one in our bedroom.
You do? So you all do have one? But you come together as a family
Yeah.
and watch together. Is that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. And what about you? Peace in your life?
I think peace is about being free and relaxing.
Free and relaxing. Wow. What's freedom to you?
To do whatever you want.
Yeah. And is that anything you want? Is that freedom? Sometimes no. Just depends, doesn't it? Well, that's great. And what about yourself, Gorgeous? How do you find peace in your life?
Just like hang out with friends, listening to music, going on trips, and
Yeah.
just with friends.
Do you go to interesting places on your trips? Whereabouts do you go?
We're going to Uluru this year.
Uluru. Oh, wow, that's actually a very peaceful place. I've been there. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys now a little bit about what do you think about peace in the world? Like, if we think about cities and we think about, families, there's conflict in lots of ways. It's not just wars, although wars, of course, is part of that. What do we think about peace in the world today? So if maybe I could get some comments. We'll just start with you again, Oscar, just to keep it in order. What do you think about peace in the world? What's your assessment of it when you look at TV and you see what's happening?
Well, I think peace is when in the world is when you have in Australia we have a free country, so we can do things without worrying if people are going to interrupt you or something when you're reading people aren't going to barge into
To your house and
yeah.
arrest you or something like that. Yeah, so you're seeing peace in the world as your freedom, being able to move around and not be bothered by someone else. Yeah, that's great. Thanks. What about yourself? Peace in the world. What do you think? Do you think we have peace in the world, or how do you see it? How do you see it?
Well, I think that because we live in a free country, we have a lot of peace in the world, but there still is a lot of bullying and name calling and stuff like that in Australia.
Do you think that's getting better or worse, or what do you think about that? The bullying.
It's getting better, I think.
Getting better, yeah. And why do you think that is?
Because I don't know.
Maybe we're learning more about it, aren't we? Really, at school. Cool. Thank you. What about yourself? Peace in the world. What's your opinion about peace?
Just having a free country.
Say that again.
Like having a free country.
Having a free country. So freedom's a big theme here. Yeah? What else? When you look around the world, what do you think about what's happening?
There's no wars and everything going on, so you're safe.
You feel safe.
Yeah.
And you're talking about Australia, aren't you? Yeah. So that for you is your world, isn't it? Yep. Okay, thanks for that. And what about you?
Well, I think because we have a free country and when people aren't bullying each other and we're just getting on with our lives without anyone else telling us what to do.
Yeah, so you can make up your own mind. That's really important, isn't it? That's part of freedom. That's awesome. Thank you. And what about you, Angel?
I think freedom in the world is when no people are bullying you or
Yeah.
judging or being greedy.
Yes. And what's bullying for you? What does that mean?
Name calling.
Name calling? So people know. So in your world, so the world. So if we look at the world at large, like if you look around the world through maybe television or what you see, what your opinion is, what sort of world are you seeing today?
Peaceful world.
A peaceful world. That's lovely. Thank you. Okay, and you, gorgeous. What's your view of peace in the world?
Some countries have like war, but Australia is a free country, and sometimes there's bullying, but not specifically war.
Okay, that's great. Or I'm going to ask you now a little bit about war, the peace in the future. So if we went, say, 20 years ahead, what do you think about peace actually in the future? What do you think? Do you think we'll have peace in the future? So let's start again with you, Oscar.
Well, I think that in the future there'd still be a little bit of bullying, but I think they'd get around the message that it's the wrong thing to do.
Yeah?
So they would, not many people would bully and be a lot more peaceful than it is now.
Yeah, sure. And what about yourself, gorgeous? What do you think about the world in the future? Do you think we'll have peace?
I think that we will have peace because they're already starting to solve the bullying and things like that. And in the future, I think it'll be not there. Well, a little bit there. That's all.
Okay, how do you think they're solving the bullying? Are you talking about like governments, or are you talking about schools or families? Schools, yeah. What about in the actual bigger world, you know, outside of school? Do you think there'll be peace in the future? When you think about what you've seen, yeah, you do? Okay, that's great. What about yourself?
I think there will be peace in the future.
What do you think will create that?
Like people like learn about it and then like stop doing it because they know that it's the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like bully other people.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for that. Okay, what's your thought?
I think there'll be no, there will be peace in there and no bullying because people will get over it and learn that it's the wrong thing, and there will be a lot less wars than there are now.
So what will that look like, that world?
Everyone would probably be happy and there would be basically no one sad.
Yeah, that's awesome. What about you? What's your thought about peace in the future? Are we going to have peace in the world in the future?
Yes. And I also think that there might not be any more bullying in the future.
Yeah, no more bullying. That's fantastic. Okay, thanks. And what about yourself?
Well, there might be a little bit of bullying, but most people wouldn't bully as much.
That's great. I'm going to ask you all now what advice you give to people who are watching YouTube. They'll be watching this. For them to bring peace into the world, you know, what sort of ideas, just have a think about maybe some ideas that you have to create peace in the world. So I'll start again with you, Oscar. What sort of ideas to encourage and inspire people who are watching this to create peace in the world?
Well, I think that to create peace in the world, they need to think what they're doing before they do the actions and everything, so
Wow.
they know what they're doing and will stop if they know it's the wrong thing.
That's a great statement, because that also comes from you reflecting. You know how you do reflecting, you thinking about things? No, that's excellent. Thank you so much. That's good advice. What about yourself? What advice are you going to give those people out there watching this to create peace in the world?
To stop picking on or judging others for how they look or act, and be nice to everybody, no matter who they are.
Yep. Why do you think people judge? Why do you think that happens? You know, they look at someone and they either like them or they don't like them, you know? Why do you...
How they look.
So maybe not judging people on how they look is good, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you. And what about yourself? What words of wisdom have you got to offer these people watching YouTube?
Well, I don't think anyone should be bullying anyone.
No, that's right.
Because I don't think if you were bullying someone, you probably wouldn't like to get bullied yourself.
So it's really do unto others, isn't it? You know, what you'd want done to you. So would that be your main bit of advice to creating peace in the world? Yeah, thank you. What about yourself? What sort of words of wisdom?
Try to stop bullying around you, and maybe they'll realise that they should stop bullying around them.
Yeah.
So there'll be no bullying around your school.
That's awesome. And you know, that's that sort of, you know, people who are bystanders. Of course, quite often they say with bullying that there's someone outside who's watching and doesn't do anything. So the advice you're giving is really good, because it's saying get involved, you know, take action. So thank you for that. What words of wisdom do you want to offer?
Be nice.
Be nice.
Be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And be helpful.
Be nice, be honest, and be helpful. Yeah, nothing better than that. That's great. What about yourself? What words of wisdom would you offer?
Well, just don't bully and stand up for people that are getting bullied.
Yep, don't bully and just stand up for people. Yeah, that's great. Any last thoughts before I finish? Any thoughts you'd like to offer? No? You happy? Or I'd like to thank you all for being involved in this first interview. This is the first one going up to YouTube. And to know that each of you are making a difference because you've chosen to speak out. So thank you for having a voice, and I wish you happiness. Lots of love. Giving you lots of love through the camera. Into the future, okay? So thank you. Bye. Bye. Ciao. Woohoo. Hang on, I'll come around here. Ta-ta.